In the United States alone, farmers harvest more than 12 million tons of tomatoes every year, and nearly 90% of them are grown not for fresh eating, but for processing. These tomatoes will never be placed gently on grocery shelves. Instead, they are destined for factories, where they will become ketchup, pasta sauce, pizza sauce, soup, juice, and tomato paste. Products consumed around the world. Before we dive deep into this mind-blowing harvest, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss our deep dive documentaries into the industries that quietly power modern life. Tomatoes have a long history in America. Originally domesticated in Central and South America, tomatoes were once considered ornamental and even dangerous when they arrived in Europe and North America. It wasn't until the 19th century that tomatoes became a staple crop, but the real revolution came after World War II, when food preservation, canning technology, and industrial farming transformed tomatoes into one of the most important processed crops in the country. Today, the heart of America's tomato industry beats in California. The state produces over 95% of all processing tomatoes grown in the United States, supplying roughly 1/3 of the world's processed tomato products. Entire regions are designed around this single crop, with irrigation systems, seed genetics, harvesting machines, and factories all synchronized to a narrow harvest window that lasts just a few intense weeks. The journey begins months earlier in carefully prepared fields. Processing tomatoes are bred very differently from fresh tomatoes. They grow on low, sturdy bushes rather than tall vines. Their skins are thicker, their flesh firmer, and their ripening is engineered to be extremely uniform. Farmers want entire fields to ripen at once, because when harvest day comes, everything must move fast. During the growing season, fields are monitored constantly. Irrigation is precisely controlled, nutrients are optimized, and ripening is timed down to the week. When the tomatoes reach peak maturity, there is no waiting. If they stay on the plant too long, quality drops. If they're picked too early, sugar levels and color suffer. Timing is everything. Then the harvest begins. And this is where the scale becomes truly staggering. Unlike fresh tomatoes, which are often hand-picked, processing tomatoes are harvested almost entirely by machine. Massive tomato harvesters crawl through the fields day and night, uprooting entire plants and shaking them violently. The shaking action knocks tomatoes loose from the vines while leaving stems and leaves behind. Conveyor belts carry the fruit upward, where built-in sorting systems remove debris, green tomatoes, and damaged fruit in real time. A single harvester can collect 50 to 100 tons of tomatoes per hour. Multiply that by hundreds of machines operating simultaneously, and entire fields disappear in a matter of hours. What once took thousands of workers weeks to accomplish is now completed in days by steel, hydraulics, and precision engineering. From the harvester, tomatoes are dumped directly into large trucks or trailers. Each truck can carry 25 to 30 tons in a single load. These trucks do not head to storage. Tomatoes are extremely perishable, and once harvested, the clock starts ticking. Most processing plants require tomatoes to be delivered within 6 hours of harvest to preserve color, flavor, and acidity. As harvest season peaks, highways near tomato regions become rivers of red. Trucks line up outside factories around the clock. Some plants process tens of thousands of tons per day, operating 24 hours non-stop for weeks. Inside the factory, the transformation begins immediately. Tomatoes are unloaded into massive water flumes, where they are gently floated into the plant. The water cushions the fruit, preventing bruising, while simultaneously washing away dirt and field residue. High-pressure sprays and rotating washers clean the tomatoes thoroughly. Next comes optical sorting. High-speed cameras scan each tomato at incredible speed, rejecting anything that doesn't meet strict color, size, and quality standards. Even at these speeds, accuracy is critical. A single defective tomato can affect an entire batch of paste or sauce. Once sorted, tomatoes are crushed and heated almost instantly. This step, known as hot break or cold break, stops enzymatic activity that would otherwise degrade texture and flavor. The timing of this heating process determines whether the final product becomes thick paste or smooth juice. Seeds and skins are separated, leaving behind pure tomato pulp. Nothing goes to waste. Seeds may be processed for oil or future planting. Skins are dried and used for animal feed, compost, or bio-based ingredients. The pulp is then concentrated through evaporation. Large vacuum evaporators remove water while preserving color and taste. This is how tomatoes are reduced into dense paste, the base ingredient for countless foods worldwide. It can take 6 tons of fresh tomatoes to produce 1 ton of paste. From here, products diverge. Some pulp becomes diced tomatoes, canned whole, or crushed. Some is seasoned into sauces. Some is stored as paste in massive sterile containers, waiting to be shipped to food manufacturers across the globe. By the time the season ends, a single large factory may have processed over 1 million tons of tomatoes. When multiplied across the industry, the numbers are almost hard to comprehend. This system feeds fast food chains, grocery stores, restaurants, and households everywhere, all from a harvest window that lasts just weeks. What makes this industry remarkable is not just its size, but its efficiency. Tomatoes are planted, grown, harvested, transported, processed, and packaged in one tightly synchronized chain. Delays cost millions. Precision keeps the system alive. And behind every bottle of ketchup or jar of pasta sauce is this hidden world of machines shaking plants, trucks racing against time, and factories running without pause. If you enjoyed this journey into America's supergiant tomato harvest, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We'll continue uncovering the massive farms, factories, and industrial systems that keep the modern world fed. Thanks for watching. Every single day, billions of bananas are eaten around the world. They are sliced into cereal bowls, blended into smoothies, packed into school lunches, and sold on street corners and supermarket shelves across continents. Cheap, nutritious, and available year-round, bananas are one of the most consumed fruits on Earth. Yet behind this everyday fruit lies one of the largest, most complex, and most time-sensitive agricultural operations ever created. Today, we take you deep inside the supergiant banana harvest, where tropical farms supply millions of tons of bananas every year through a finely tuned global system that never stops moving. Before we step into this massive operation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because the journey of a banana is far more extraordinary than it appears. Bananas have been cultivated by humans for more than 7,000 years. Originating in Southeast Asia, they slowly spread across the tropics through trade, migration, and exploration. When European explorers encountered bananas, they quickly recognized their value as a high-energy, easy-to-grow food source. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, bananas had become a global commodity. Large-scale plantations emerged in tropical regions, supported by railroads, ports, and shipping routes built specifically to move bananas across oceans. Entire economies and landscapes were reshaped to meet the growing demand. Today, the banana industry operates on a scale that is difficult to comprehend. Millions of acres of plantations stretch across tropical regions, producing fruit year-round thanks to consistent temperatures, abundant rainfall, and fertile soils. Unlike seasonal crops, bananas grow continuously. A banana plant takes about 9 to 12 months to produce a single bunch. But plantations are designed so that harvesting never stops. While one plant is being cut, another is flowering, and another is already growing fruit. This creates a continuous harvest cycle that feeds the global supply chain without interruption. Banana plants are not trees, but giant herbs. Their trunks are formed from tightly packed leaves, and their fruit grows in massive hanging clusters called bunches. A single bunch can weigh more than 50 pounds and contain hundreds of individual bananas. Because of this weight and fragility, bananas must be harvested entirely by hand. Machines simply cannot replace human precision in this process. Harvest day begins early, often before sunrise, to avoid heat. Workers move through dense plantations, carrying machetes, padded shoulder supports, and hooks. When a bunch is ready, one worker carefully cuts the plant, while another supports the heavy fruit to prevent it from crashing to the ground. The bunch is then carried to a cableway system, a network of overhead cables that stretches across the plantation like a suspended highway. Hooks glide smoothly along the line, carrying bananas from deep within the fields to central processing stations. This system minimizes handling, reduces bruising, and allows thousands of bunches to move efficiently every day. Speed is critical. From the moment bananas are cut, they begin to change. Unlike many fruits, bananas are harvested green and unripe. This allows them to survive long-distance transport without spoiling. But once separated from the plant, the countdown begins. Heat, impact, and delays can damage quality, so bananas are rushed to packing facilities located directly within or beside the plantations. Inside these facilities, the operation shifts into high gear. Bunches are lowered into large water tanks where they are washed and separated into smaller clusters, known as hands. The water helps cushion the fruit, preventing damage while removing dirt and plant residue. Workers inspect each banana, trimming imperfections and removing fruit that doesn't meet strict quality standards. Precision matters because uniform size and appearance are essential for international markets. After washing, bananas move along conveyor belts through quality control stations. Advanced systems measure size, curvature, and color, while human inspectors ensure that only export-grade fruit continues. The bananas are then packed into cartons, carefully arranged to prevent pressure points. Each box is labeled, tracked, and coded, linking it back to the plantation and harvest date. Once packed, bananas enter the cold chain, the backbone of the global banana industry. Cartons are immediately transferred to refrigerated storage where temperatures are carefully controlled to slow ripening. From here, bananas are loaded onto refrigerated trucks and transported to ports. Massive refrigerated ships, some carrying tens of thousands of tons of fruit, depart on tight schedules. Every hour matters. A delay at sea can mean an entire shipment ripening too early or arriving damaged. During transport, bananas are kept in a suspended state of ripeness. Temperature, humidity, and ventilation are constantly monitored. This allows bananas to travel thousands of miles across oceans while remaining green and firm. When shipments arrive at their destination, the final transformation begins. At ripening facilities near major markets, bananas are placed into specialized rooms designed to control the final stage of ripening. Ethylene gas, a natural plant hormone, is introduced in precise amounts. Over several days, Temperature and humidity are adjusted to trigger the banana's natural ripening process. Green fruit slowly turns yellow, starch converts into sugar, and the familiar aroma develops. This process is carefully timed so bananas reach stores at peak condition. The scale of this operation is staggering. Millions of tons of bananas move through this system every year. Entire fleets of ships, trains, and trucks are dedicated to keeping bananas flowing without interruption. Thousands of workers across continents coordinate harvesting, packing, shipping, and ripening. A single banana may pass through more hands, machines, and systems than almost any other fruit. Behind the scenes, science and technology play a crucial role. Agricultural researchers develop disease-resistant varieties to protect crops from threats like Panama disease. Logistics specialists optimize routes to reduce transit time. Engineers design packaging and cooling systems to extend shelf life. Sustainability initiatives aim to reduce water use, protect soil health, and improve worker conditions across plantations. Yet despite its scale, the banana industry remains deeply human. Harvesting is still done by hand. Decisions about when to cut, how to handle, and how to pack rely on experience and skill. Entire communities depend on banana production for livelihoods, making this industry not just a supply chain, but a social system that supports millions of families.
His farm in rural Parashala is nearly.
What makes bananas truly remarkable is how invisible this complexity is to consumers. A banana costs little, looks simple, and is eaten quickly. But behind that simplicity is one of the most finely tuned agricultural systems in the world. A system that operates every day, in every season, without pause. If you enjoyed this journey inside one of the world's largest food supply chains, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We'll continue exploring the massive harvests and industrial systems that quietly feed billions every day. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious. Creamy, nutritious, and incredibly popular, avocados have become a symbol of modern American food culture. But few people ever stop to ask a simple question. How do these delicate fruits travel from tall trees on sun-soaked hillsides to supermarket shelves in perfect condition? Today we take you inside the supergiant avocado harvest, where America grows, handpicks, sorts, and ripens millions of avocados every single year through one of the most carefully managed fruit supply chains in the world. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because the journey of the avocado is far more complex than it looks.